On Open, and when Darren Jaime here with you, we want to take the time to tell you that make sure you can check us out on the World Wide Web by visiting us at www.bronxnet.org. Be sure you can also hit us up on our social networking sites, that's Facebook as well as Twitter. You can find out more information about Open as well as BronxNet Television. Well, the Empire City Casino has continuously created jobs and provided entertainment to Bronxites throughout the entire state, and throughout the entire state. And we now want to welcome Ms. TARYN Duffy, who's the Director of Public Affairs at the Empire City Casino. And good to have you.
It's great to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Great. You're our next door neighbor.
We literally are.
Literally are. Literally are. And many people that drive by, well, you know, give a little bit of history, because, you know, the casino's been there for a while, and some people still don't even know it actually exists.
I know.
Do you find that to be the case?
Well, you know, it's really amazing. We had 8.4 million visitors in 2012, and still I speak to some people and they're like, I pass it all the time and I've never been there. Right. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing how many people just yet haven't come in. But so many people have, so that's a good thing. For the people that have, obviously, it's an opportunity for them to do gaming, of course. Right. But when you look at it from the casino perspective, in addition to gaming, you have the entertainment component, but then you also have that business component as well. Yeah. And I know, you know, here in the borough of the Bronx, we talk a lot about business, and we said before, we talk a lot about the unemployment rate here in the borough, but you guys do a great job of employing people. We do, and it's actually really, it's an exciting place to work, and it's a great family to work for. It's the Rooney family has owned that property for over 40 years, and the track is historic. Yonkers Raceway has been in existence since 1899, and it was converted into a full casino about 6 years ago. So we employ over 1,300 people right now. 400 of them at least come from the Bronx. Wow. So we are a huge Bronx employer. We just completed, or at the tail end of completing, a $50 million expansion, which adds 2 new restaurants, a craft cocktail lounge with retro bowling lanes, a huge, beautiful new gaming floor, and we created 200 additional jobs with that expansion, and 100 construction jobs. So we are right now hiring. We have about another 100 positions to fill through our 2 new restaurants. So anyone out there that has experience in hospitality and food and beverage, front of house and back of house, you know, please visit our website and apply online, because we are absolutely looking for great talent. So in the process where people say there are no jobs out there, you're saying, oh, we got a few left. We are the rare occurrence, yeah, and it's great to work for a business that's able to do that. You know, it's definitely smart business acumen that creates that environment, that constantly reinvesting in the property, keeping it fresh. We're an entertainment property, so we put everything under one roof. We'll have 4 restaurants, a huge food court. We do live harness racing. We're the second most successful harness track in the country. People don't realize that, but it's fun. I mean, you can go and have dinner trackside and watch the races and have a great time with your friends and yell. Who gets to yell in the middle of a race? Yeah. Or in the middle of a dinner? I was going to say, because when you talk about the Empire City Casino, a lot of people think that it's one of the most underrated or it really is. And there's a lot to offer up under the roof. Well, you know, there's so many secrets to it. Every Wednesday night we do a comedy night, and we bring in comedy talent from around the country. And it's $5 when you show your Empire Club card, which is free to get. You get a free drink, and people are like, don't tell anybody about this. This is my own little secret comedy club. I love it here. We have live entertainment 7 days a week. We do dueling pianos in Dan Rooney's, which is our new sports pub. We have every type of live band. We did summer concerts last summer outside on Sundays, which were a huge hit. We had Pat Benatar and Sarah Evans and Spin Doctors and all sorts of great people. This year we're doubling that in size, so the caliber of talent will be that much bigger. Talk about the summer, because the summer's around the corner. I mean, my gosh, I can't believe it's May the 1st, but I mean, you got a lot of interesting things that go on during the summer. What goes on? Well, you know, the summer concerts are going to be big. It draws a lot of people. So every Sunday, there's going to be some really huge talent there. But you know, outside in the evenings, watching the races, there's always something happening. We always do great summer fun promotions, so there's always giveaways, and everybody's hitting jackpots at some point. So you know, but really, it's not just the gaming, and I think that's what people who come there really enjoy most about it. They can try a different restaurant every time they come. They can come with their girlfriends. It could be a girls' night out, it could be a guys' night out, it could be date night, it could be bring your parents. It's just fun. We have a lot of foundations that do fundraising events there, a lot of business. The Bronx Chamber pairs up with other chambers around the area, and they do their networking events by us. So it's just a great time.
So you can come by over to the Empire Casino, and that's right there, right off of, well, you can go right north. You just can't miss it, because if you're on your way into Westchester County, you just can't miss it right there on Deegan. And so people who have the opportunity to come, they can do gaming, they can do all those kind of things. What are some of the things that, you know, people don't know that maybe they should know?
You know, what I find really interesting is that most people don't realize that the state is our major shareholder without investing a dime. So there's not a taxpayer's penny invested in the property. It's all privately funded, but the state takes 70%. Our tax rate is 70%. Wow. So compared to a casino in Atlantic City or Vegas that gets 9 and 10% tax rates, our state taxes us at 70%, and we operate, you know, a business, 1,300 employees, 14 unions, off of the remaining 30%. But it's for a really great cause, because we are regulated by the state and the lottery, and the bulk of our money goes through the lottery to pay for education. So to date, in just 6 years, we've contributed over $1.7 billion to education, directly to education. $1.7 billion, which is phenomenal. So there are actually 9 tracks in the state that have VLTs, which what we have, like the slots. We don't have live tables yet. But so from those 9 tracks, the state's gotten about $3.8 billion for schools. Half of that has come from this one property. That's how successful it is. I
want to talk to you about, you've also received the Excellence Award at the Cities and States Above and Beyond ceremony.
Yes. I did. That was great. It was it's wonderful to be recognized. So it was a proud night for me to be, and there were some really amazingly accomplished women amongst that group. So it was a nice recognition.
So when you talk about the work that you do, obviously you do a lot of, you know, selling, if you will, or sharing about the casino. What is it that people want to see? And then when they come and talk to you, what are the things that people want to really see, know about the casino that maybe, you know, we're not too familiar with?
Well, my position is twofold. I do government relations, and so the state right now is looking at modifying the Constitution, amending that Constitution to allow up to 7 licenses for full gaming. We are not permitted right now to have live table games. So if you love poker or you love blackjack, we can't offer that. We do have electronic table games. So I happen to be a craps fan, so we have that electronically, but we don't have a dealer. So that's a large part of what I work on, is really educating our electeds on what the potential is for our property. It's 97 acres. The vision for that property is stupendous. They would, you know, the Rooney family would love to develop it further and perhaps provide hotels and an arena for sports and entertainment, larger scale things. So I talk a lot about that. I also do a lot of community outreach because it's a family-owned business. They've been in this community for 40 years. They're very overprotective of that family. They've fought off many, many buyers, as you could imagine, who want this, you know, 97 acres piece of land. It's hard to come by. So I work very closely with our community groups and our neighbors.
So if people want to find out more information about the casino, what do they do?
They can just go to EmpireCityCasino.com.
All right, and find out all about it.
Yeah.
TARYN Duffy, thanks so much for coming and sharing with us.
It was great to be here.
All right, good to have you. Well, we want to thank TARYN for stopping by,